And this one nearly picked off. Let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz.
And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Come on now, let's go. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now.
A handoff for Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago.
15 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. punt for Washington. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott now. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Wentz now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw, Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid stiff arm. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
First opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. And to give this time to the tailback. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick here is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense back out there.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some off?
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That was their third sack of the ball game, second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Now they'll run on the draw. Fights off the defender. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding.
Fourth down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Prescott now from the 50.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And this one is incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop it from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now Wentz on third down. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he goes out right around the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. We give the punt team and the punter some love.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Prescott on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now Wentz.
And that's a nice job there. Not too close, Mike.
Take it just outside the 40. The offense as they take over. About first. And his throw here's in.
Sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of games. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a play fake. Wentz. forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go. That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there. They did allow him to drive all the way down.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they wind up turning. Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Wentz now on 1st down. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And finally down he goes as they work him inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as well.
That's it.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. take it at about the 16. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And this one won't be remembered for